so please welcome to the stage, Claire Hennessy!
I wasn't expecting to tell a story, so I'm not sure I can remember it all, but let me see if I can get on. So it was about 2007, and I was driving into London with my boyfriend, and I was so excited because I had this big birthday surprise for him. I hadn't told him anything about it. I said, I'm going to pick you up and off we go. And as we get further and further into London, he gets quieter and quieter and quieter. And I go, well, that's not quite what I'm expecting. Because what I've actually got for him is this special birthday treat where I've got a hotel and I've got a show. And the hotel is the Kensington Palace Hotel. I'm thrilled, and the show is Spamalot with the Monty Python group. And I'm just so excited. He's a massive Monty Python fan. I have hit the jackpot. I've got the best birthday surprise ever. So as we're driving in, he obviously doesn't know about it, get into London, and he's getting quieter and quieter and quieter, because apparently he hates bloody London, and I hadn't known that. Traffic is on a Friday night, it's absolute shit. By the time we get to the hotel, it's really late, can't park anywhere. So I drop him off, I have to go and park way down the road at some really dodgy parking lot. I can't tell you, it was weird. My car actually got locked in. But then we end up at the hotel, and the foyer is really lovely. But yeah, sorted, no problem. So we go to the front desk, and she hands us a key. She's not particularly very nice. And off we go to get into the lift. And as we get into the lift, it is tiny, tiny, tiny. You get two of you in there, and you really can't have got much more, which is a bit strange for a hotel like that. And as we go up, the whole thing judders, 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 and when it gets to each floor, it bounces like that. And my boyfriend's like, oh my God, I get claustrophobia. This is absolutely terrifying, I can't bear it. So he's really not like it. And we finally get out at our floor, go along to the room, non-smoking room. We go in, stinks of smoke. There's an ashtray on the bedside table. It's disgusting. I sat on the bed and it rolls across the room. It's on wheels. And really uncomfortable. I thought, well, it's really smelly. I'll open the window. Go to the window. It's like a Jackson Pollock painting. It's covered in pigeon poo. And when I open the window, all you can hear are pigeons all the time. So I had to shut that down. So I go down to the front desk, back in that lift, and bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. And the front desk lady's really bloody rude. And she said, well, we're nearly fully booked. I thought, well, I don't believe that for a second. So she gives us another key to another room, and so we go and sit into the lift again. Up we go, bouncy, bouncy. My boyfriend's looking whiter and whiter and whiter. It's not a special treat for him. And so we go to the room, and it's got twin beds, and we haven't seen each other for months. So no, we want to have rapid sex. We don't want, single beds these are as well. So then we go bouncy, 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 back down to the front desk. She says, the only thing I've got is the room we had originally. So it's a lot longer story than that, but I'll cut that bit short. So we go back up, and we've got the horrible smoky room with the pigeon poo on the window. Never mind, we'll get changed, off we go. We're going to go down, and go to the West End. So I've spent all my money on this stupid bloody car park, so we're going to go down into the Tube. Absolutely hates the Tube, I can't tell you. He's almost shaking with fear. But down we go into the bowels of the earth. It's a Friday night, packed in sweaty bodies on the Tube. Off we go, we get burped out at the, Shaftesbury Avenue, Piggly Square. Out we go. And, the whole world and his wife is out there. So we go to a pub, and really squished and horrible, he's really not enjoying that. Down a couple of large glasses of wine, because I realised my birthday treat isn't going quite as well as I was expected. And then, never mind, we've got Monty Python, he'll be thrilled. So we go along, and when we get to the theatre, I'm going, ta-da! Look, Monty Python, Spamalot! And he goes, right, okay, where are we sitting? I said, well, I don't actually know, because you didn't get the seats until you get there. So I got the seats. Obviously, we're up in the gods, the nosebleeds. He hates heights. Obviously, he hates heights. Up we go, up we go, up we go. And when we get there, even I'm a little bit nervous. My feet are actually level with the head of the person below me. That's how high up we're. Like really old theatre in London. And I was thinking, oh my God, even I'm feeling, he walks in, he gets into a seat by clutching the back of the seats. This is really not going well. But on the way up to this great height, we'd obviously stopped at the bar, another couple of glasses of wine. So as soon as we sit down, there we are, they open it up with Spamalot and all, John Cleese and everyone's all there. And then the next thing I know, he's nudging me, wake up, wake up. I said, what? And I've got dribble all the way down, dribble along here. And I've been snoring apparently, because I instantly fell into a deep sleep as soon as it came on. saying, what? He said, did you enjoy that? I said, well, yes. And he's really pissed off at me at this point. And as we, like, hordes of us going out, it's like 10:30, 11, right in the middle of theatre now, and he said, well, where have you booked us to eat? Forgot that bit. I forgot to book us anywhere to eat. Everywhere, literally everywhere. 40-minute queue, there was nowhere to eat. And so eventually we go further and further and further out, and there's this really nasty, horrible pizza place, almost like a take-out pizza. It's his worst food. And I've got no money, of course, because I've spent it all on the tube and the car park and the drinks. So he says, well, I'll pay, and we'll get a taxi back. So we eat this disgusting pizza, go back to the hotel, and I thought, never mind, I'm going to give him a really good time. I'll give him a good time in the bedroom, he won't worry about it at all. So we get back to our bed, sit on it, and of course it scoots across the room. And then, of course, I obviously had another couple of glasses of wine at the pizza, pass out, right in the middle of an intimate moment. I don't wake up until the morning when he wakes me up, furious, because not only he's had the night from hell, with me snoring, we didn't get a good time, there is no water, no hot water in the entire hotel. He's been up and down that horrible elevator, going up and down, find out the really shitty, horrible front desk person, just telling him, there's nothing. They're just sorting it out. And of course, all the hotel guests are horrible. Eventually, we just don't bother with the shower. We go down. Everyone's got like bed hair and everyone's like this, and a horrible dining room with a kitchen where the ceiling's about this high, and it's like some nasty, horrible stale croissant or something. Really disgusting. So we don't really eat anything. He's not really even talking to me. I have to go and get my car out of this locked place, wherever it was, which took quite a while, let me tell you. And this bloody hotel was the worst hotel I think I've ever stayed at. Kensington Palace Hotel, don't go there. And as we drive home, he makes me promise I will never, ever book him a special treat ever again.
All right, keep it going.